Hello everyone, greetings. Welcome once more to another session of our health talk. Remember, I'm your girl Abba Marivon Praise, and today we're going to talk on an amazing topic. We'll be dealing with sexual health, and that will be our main topic. And under sexual health, today we'll be dealing with vagina itches and smell after sex. What are those things that can cause vagina itches and smell after sex, and how can you stop it? How can you prevent it? Most often we women we tend to accuse our spouse firstly because you'll be like, why am I having itches after meeting my spouse? Oh, it seems he has been cheating on me, that's why I have an infection, I have an STD, I have an STI. It may not even be that. There are some little things that we can do to prevent this occurrence, and today we'll be looking into that. So please, I want your keen attention. And I know so a lot of people will be like, I'm not married, I'm not even sexually active, I'm a born again. So this session is not meant for me. Excuse you. Sexual health, reproductive health is inclusive. Everybody needs to hear, everybody needs to listen, everybody needs to learn. It may not help you now, but in time to come. So please give me your keen attention and help yourself in the nearest future, sweetie. Now, getting to our set topic of the day, I want us to know that one of the few reasons that can cause vaginal itches or similar after sex is a possible T vaginalis. T vaginalis, we call it trichomonas vaginalis. And now, this trichomonas vaginalis, in case you have it, it's a heat infection, it's possible to cause you vaginal smell or itches after sex. And I would like to manipulate my words, like dealing on porning, because calling the vagina, most often, some people will be like, oh, this is very erotic. But please, let me tell you something. If you think this session is erotic, it means your mind is polluted, because sexual health is something that we need to learn, we need to know. Someone needs to say it, someone needs to get educated, someone needs to be informed. So remove the idea of, oh, it's raw. It's not raw. Excuse you, it's not raw. And it's not only for the married. As a single person, learn. You may help your neighbor, you may help a friend, a sibling, and you help yourself in the nearest future. So another cause for vaginal itches can be possible be vaginosis. We call it bacteria vaginosis. And so with all this, you won't know if you haven't get tested. So please, in order to prevent vaginal itches and smell after sex, one, I recommend you rinse your vulva properly after fellowship. Remember, I said I'll be playing with my words. I don't want to be used calling things more than more. Though in the medical field, there's no spirituality. A is A, B is B. But also want to consider the psychology and emotions of listeners or viewers. There's some people that get traumatized when they start hearing certain things, vaginal sex, they start being like, what's happening? So I'll play on my words, please, and I hope you understand that. Okay, that being said, we ride on. So I'm so excited. So now, you raise the vulva properly. Most of the times when cleaning up, we don't even know what the vulva is, we don't even know what the vagina is. Now, let me just do a small practical show. Let's say this is your private part, the labia minoris, labia majoris, the external part of the vagina. I don't want to go into the part will confuse those who are not medical personnel and who aren't science students. So now, this is it. We are talking about the vulva. We are simply in layman language, we are referring to this external part, everything outside here. You don't put in your finger. So after fellowship, after intercourse, it's appropriate that you do a cleaning, a rinsing. You rinse off. You don't douche. You don't send water inside. Nope, it's wrong. You wash externally, like everything that is out here, you wash. Even the lips of the vagina. We call the vulva, the mouth, or the lips, the opening of the vagina. I will call it the V point. So I'll be using the word V point. So you rinse out here. Your finger shouldn't by any means enter. Once you send your finger inside, you are getting to the vagina, and that may interrupt or interfere with the normal pH of the V point. And once the pH is being interrupted, you become susceptible, you become vulnerable, you become exposed to infections, to the slightest available infection, you see. So that needs to be avoided. So always do your best to clean up. And the reason why you clean up is because semen is alkaline and the V point is slightly acidic. So it is but normal that during intercourse, semen may cause reactions, allergic reactions that may result to itches or smell. So when you rinse off, you take away every available semen outside that would have caused any reaction. Another thing is drink a lot of water and urinate. Oh my God. A lot of us, we don't even drink water as our, water is not in our plan. Some of us will only take water when we are thirsty or when we are just taking a meal. It ought not to be so. You need to consume at least 3 liters of water a day. At least, I'm not saying at most, at least 3 liters of water a day. And now, after intercourse, it's good you drink much water and urinate. Now, urinating will help you to expel foreign substances. I know you'll be like, foreign substances? Yes. During intercourse, you interchange foreign substances, you interchange fluids with your partner. A lot of things happen during intercourse. It's not just what you think or what you know. There are a lot of exchange. Now, when you urinate, after intercourse, it helps to expel, it helps to send out those foreign substances which would have caused a problem or which would have initiated these itches. Another thing is we'll be fast, please. You shave neatly and properly. This will have a problem with most of us. You know, I've lived among girls because I went to boarding schools and I have experience with ladies and you know how we handle ourselves very poorly. Now, for you to shave neatly, we advise most often don't use a shaving big. Reason being that using a shaving bit, it may leave you with shaving bulbs. You may be having bulbs. You may have bulbs and some certain kind of allergy reactions and some wounds and all whatnot. So it's advisable most often to use a scissors. It should be private. Now, with scissors, you cut like you use scissors. You don't use it roughly, chak 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 chak. No, you take your time to shave neatly and calmly. And with that, you make sure you keep it clean. It should be properly clean. After using it, make sure you wash, you rinse, you disinfect, and keep. And when you are still about to use, you still rinse, you still wash before using, and you don't share your scissors with another person. Mr. Neighbor no can't say, Mami Susan, I be have me your scissors here. I want cut my mesh. I want cut my wrapper. They carry and the gear. Hell no, who does that? You don't know what that person will use it for. I've seen a situation where person can make money scissors, say one cut wrapper, they can go use and shave, they can go. I mean, so it should be private. You don't share it with anybody. You know, it should be private. And another thing is abstinence. Abstinence. If you're witnessing constant itches and constant vaginal smell after intercourse, please abstain for a while. I know you'll be like, how can I abstain? I'm married. Yes, of course, sweetie, you can, because if you don't, it will lead to something else. So while in the mood of abstinence, it's important you go and consult, go see your doctor. I always will insist that don't do over-the-counter drugs, don't be self-medicated, don't treat yourself. It's good you go and see a medical practitioner, a professional, a gynecologist. He or she will consult you and diagnose you. They will investigate what is happening and they will give you just a proper treatment that will help you avoid further complications. And please also note that when infections or problems, health issues are not handled properly or immediately, they pose a problematic in the nearest future. You see, so when you're having this constant itches and constant smell, please run for consultation. And another thing is use condom. This is so difficult. You know, most married people be like, why am I using condom with my partner? But for your sake and that of your partner, to avoid further complications, if you're witnessing constant smell and itches, it's good you use condoms and non-latex condoms. Yes, so when you're going to buy one, say you want a non-latex condom, it will help you for the meantime. And so when you try to do these tips, these small preventive tips, and you still experience the same itches and the same smell, it's important you rush to the nearest health center. I haven't said go to pharmacy and buy a drug. I won't prescribe any drug. I don't do that. It's not professional. It's not ethical. You know, it's not called and it's not applauded for me to just say, go buy the one drink one morning, one evening, drink two morning, two evening, for 1 week, for 2 weeks. Excuse you, it's not being done. That's not ethical. It's important you go for consultation so that they will know what is wrong and get tested. After the results, now you'll be given proper treatment in accordance to what the lab has investigated. Another thing is it's good to take probiotics. Probiotics are living bacteria and yeast, that gives health benefits when they are being consumed. That being said, please, I'd like to have your thoughts concerning these sessions. Give me your questions. I'm always open for questions, and most especially your contributions. Thank you. I'm seeing my senior colleagues watching me. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Thank you for the support. I mean, the love is just so massive. Please, sir, Dr. Dumir, thank you, sir. I'm seeing you, sir. Please help me with your contributions, your questions, your corrections. I'm waiting for everyone's question at the comment section. And after learning, please help your little girl, help your sister, help your friend. To encourage me, please help and share, comment, and like. Thank you and happy Sunday. Ciao.